church tax. Did I say it well? Yes, church tax. You know, when you go to church, we give out our money as offerings, yeah? But then, even when you're working, you're also supposed to pay the church taxes. In Germany, you're going to be charged for radio and TV. It doesn't matter if you watch or not. I don't know when was the last time I listened to my radio, but every month you're supposed to pay 17 euro, 50. Let's say that is approximately 18 euro for the TV and the radio. Whether you listen to it or not, you're supposed to pay it, and you don't have any choice. You don't have any excuse. The only excuse which they accept is only if you are not earning any money, you're unemployed. That's when they're going to understand you. But if you're not unemployed, you're supposed to pay that money. Hi guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is AMIMO, and in this channel today we're going to talk about Germany. Okay, in this channel I talk about Germany. I do travel vlogs, I do cooking vlogs, and Kenyan vlogs too. So today we're going to talk about Germany, and the topic of today is the cost of living in Germany. I've been in Germany for long, let me say that, and I think at this point I'm where I can advise somebody who is in Kenya and wants to come to Germany what they need to know before they come to Germany. The first point is cost of accommodation. Accommodation in Germany is so expensive, just like I said in my last video, and everything depends. So when you're looking for a house, let's say you're looking for a house in the village is much cheaper than the houses in the town. And I live in the town, and in the town you can find a 2-bedroom house. It's like 2 bedroom and 1 sitting room. It is costing like roughly 800 euro to 1000 euro, yeah, and that is called rent. So, and they have cold rent and warm rent. I'll go back to that later, right? And then in the village you can find 2-bedroom house is like 600 euro. Or 700 euro, like 200 or 100 lesser. They have cold rent and warm rent. Like I said before, Kaltmiete is cold rent. It is costing 695 euro. That is the price for only one person, 1 bedroom and 1 sitting room. And the garbage price is 60 euro. Here comes 2 bedroom and 1 sitting room. That is for 2 people. And it is 885 euro, and garbage is 250 euro. You see how expensive it is? Very expensive. So this means when you're looking for a house, they always give you the price of cold rent. Cold rent, it doesn't involve the price of the garbage. It doesn't include the price of water. It doesn't include the price of electricity, you know. So they will give you roughly like 800 euro, and they tell you that is the price of the cold rent. And then now, in this cold rent, you have to add the price of water, let's say 50 euro or 70 euro, the price of garbage, let's say 70 euro. And then now from that, you'll get like 1,100 euro to be the warm rent. And that warm rent is now the actual price of the rent of that house. So whenever you find a house and they tell you cold rent is this, that is not the price of that house. You need to add the garbage and the price of the water and all those things. It depends on how many people you're living with inside the house. If you're living with many people, they higher the price. So that's how they calculate it. Then we have something they call caution, that is deposit. Okay, in Africa is also the same. When you want to move into a new house, you have to pay the deposit. But here is extreme. I find it's so extreme. Let's say the cold rent you've been told is 800. And then the deposit you'll be told is even 3 times of that cold rent. So that means if that one was 800, the deposit is supposed to be 2,400. And then you also have to pay plus the rent, maybe let's say 1,000. So imagine you want to move into a new house, you have to pay like 3,500 euro moving into a new house. But if you don't have that money also, you can talk to the landlord, and that landlord explain to him if you can pay that deposit 3 times. You know, if you don't have that 2,400 at that time, just ask him or her. Most of these landlords, they are so understanding. So if you don't have that money, just explain to them and they're going to allow you to move into the house. But then when you move into that house, and you're not planning to stay there for forever, you have to be so careful, because once you make anything bad in that house, you're going to replace it. If you don't replace it, they're gonna take that money away and even return to you just maybe, let's say, 1,500 euro instead of 2,400. You see, so when you live in that house, you have to make sure everything is set, everything is the way you found it. Not unless you're planning to stay there for 50 years. But if you're not planning to stay there for 50 years, you always have to make sure the house is the way you found it. When you want to move out, you have to paint the house. You have to make everything so clean the way you found it. Number 2, accommodation for business trip. Let's say, for example, you want to come for a business trip in Germany. You have to know the prices of the hotel. For those coming for business trip, as you can see, the hotels are also expensive, almost 70 euro. So you need to have a lot of money because you won't have to sleep outside. Like Mobile One Hotel is a very known hotel in all over the world, and you find there is 67 euro per night. So if you wanna stay there for 1 week, calculate the amount of money, and then you know this is what you're gonna spend for the hotel for that 1 week. So like I said, it's very expensive. But as in Kenya, you even get a hotel for 3,000 Kenya shillings, 30 euro, and you can sleep for, yeah. But in Germany, hotel can be like 67 for just 1 night and without breakfast. Cost of electricity. In Germany, it's so serious with the electricity. The higher the number of people you have inside the house, the higher the amount of electricity bill is going to be. So we normally have those people working from the, those companies. They come to your house, they read the electricity meter, what do you call it? They read that box, the number, they take the number away, and then from that box they're going to read how you're using the electricity. And for example, if last year they sent you the bill that you're going to pay this year 40 euro, and after this year they're gonna send another bill how you use the electricity. Maybe it can be even 45 euro. They're gonna add 5 euro or reduce 5 euro or 20 euro. They know better. They see how you have used the electricity. So in case you have used more of the electricity, they charge you for extra money and you're supposed to pay it. You have no choice. But in case they took a lot of money, that 40 euro was too much, they're going to pay you back your money. And then they're gonna record the new the new bill that you're going to be paying, maybe even lesser. That is if they return the money, So that's how it is with the electricity in Germany. The higher the people you have inside the house, the higher the electricity bill is going to be. And then when you buy something electronics, always check that your electronic is A with 3++. A+++. When you buy something and it is A++, that is saving the energy. You're not going to pay a lot of bills of electronics, Yeah. So when you wanna buy electronic, always check the energy Verbrauch. Always have to check if this is A++ 3 times is the best, or even check A with 2 pluses. But don't take B or the other things. Just take A with 2+ or 3+, then you're gonna save the electricity bill, In Germany, you're going to be charged for radio and TV. It doesn't matter if you watch or not. I don't know when was the last time I listened to my radio, but every month you're supposed to pay 17 euro, 50. Let's say that is approximately 18 euro for the TV and the radio. Whether you listen to it or not, you're supposed to pay it, and you don't have any choice. You don't have any excuse. The only excuse which they accept is only if you are not earning any money, you're unemployed. That's when they're going to understand you. But if you're not unemployed, you're supposed to pay that money. Telephone and internet. Guys, you really need to pay for that. And my telephone, and I pay like 66 euro for my telephone, and then I pay like 20 euro for my internet. So that is like 85 euro. It goes to the telephone and to the internet. So be prepared for that if you're not prepared, you know. Grocery, like I showed you in the last video, I think 2 months ago, also depends on the amount of people you have inside your house. I live with my son only, and for now we use like in a week, we use like approximately 100 euro, because the baby needs this, the baby needs diaper, baby needs food, I need food, I need to buy my baby needs clothes and all those things. So I always include that in the grocery, and that requires almost like 100 euro in a month or even more. So if you're alone, then you can say, let's say 50 euro in a week. 50 euro, yeah, you cannot stay without eating. Let me tell you, you're gonna spend 50 euro in the grocery in a week. Schools, university and colleges. Let me talk about kindergarten. In kindergarten, if you're working, the cheapest you can pay for a child in Germany is 289 euro. That is 300 euro. That is the cheapest, 300 euro. And then in the university, before you enroll, you have to apply, and you must have 12,000 euro in your account. When you apply, you need to have 12,000 euro. But in every semester, you have to pay like something to do with 70 euro. That 12,000 when you're applying for the university is just to show that you can support yourself. In case of anything, you have everything, you have money, you can buy anything you want. And then in the colleges, this is the best. If you wanna do any Ausbildung, any college school, any college course, it's free of charge, cost and loss. So you don't have to panic when you're supposed to do college. Just go to college, you're gonna earn money instead. So that's the best thing about Germany. In the college is free. University, you need to have money before you apply for the school. And in kindergarten is almost 300 euro. Health insurance is the best thing in Germany. Let me not lie to you. In case you have operation, in case you do that, in case that, insurance is going to pay for you everything. So let's talk about it. So meanwhile, when you are working, the insurance deducts 14%, I think 15% roughly from your salary. And then the other 7% I think is paid by the government, I think. But 14.8% comes from out of your salary. In case of anything, you are protected, your family is protected. Like me, I am protecting my son now. My son is depending on my insurance. You know, I've been working for so many years, and now I can even insure my son. So it's the best thing, guys. Being insured in Germany is the best thing. You're always sure if anything happens, you'll be treated in a good way. Church tax. Did I say it well? Yes, church tax. You know, when you go to church, we give out our money as offerings, yeah? But then, even when you're working, you're supposed to pay the church tax. It's being deducted from your account directly, guys. This is the point where I'll come and tell you, when you come to Germany, please don't register as you have a religion. Say you don't have a religion so that you won't be paying all those church taxes. Yeah. Don't say you have a religion. Say you don't believe in, you don't pray, you don't believe in God. But meanwhile, you'll be going to church and you can be taking those small offerings to them. But for the government, just say that. But shh. Transportation cost. You know, when you come here, you have to use maybe the tram. Of course, you won't be having a car immediately. So you need to use the trains. And before you use the train, you need a ticket. If you don't buy a ticket, you're going to get a fine, which is very, very expensive. then you start having bad records, you know. So when you come to Germany, you have to bear in mind you also have to pay like 30 euro or 40 euro every month for the ticket, or even more. Some pay even 100 euro for the transport. So it depends. As you all know, everywhere people have holiday. So most of the people have like 4 weeks holiday in a year, and then you need to go somewhere. So you need to have like, let's say roughly 500 to 1,000 euro extra for your holiday. If maybe you're going somewhere for 2 weeks, you need to have like 1,000 to 2,000 at least euro, you know. But if it's around Europe, it's very cheap. 500 is enough for holiday for 2 weeks or even 1 week. So that is something you have to bear in mind. Also for leisure, when you, let's say you want to go out and eat something, you cannot always be eating the food that you have cooked at home. Sometimes maybe once in a month or even after 3 months, you need to eat something like pommes, chips and KFC. So you can order something from the KFC, like I said, and you need new clothes like I told you before. So those are things that you have to bear in mind. The last point is fitness studio gym. Before you enroll to any gym, you have to ask the price of the gym. So most of the gyms are like for 20 euro or 30 euro or even 40 euro. And then when you choose that for the one that you can pay, then ask how long that does this contract goes, because sometimes you'll be going to work, you'll be so tired, and then you have a contract here which is you're paying and you're not going to gym. It's going to take your money away from you. So you have to bear in mind such things which are very expensive. And you also have to bear in mind that you must ask how long is the contract. And then if you want to quit the gym, always go 3 months before the contract ends. Otherwise, the contract is going to renew itself, and then you're going to pay, and maybe you're not even going to that gym. So watch out for that. Don't pay for something which you're not going to be using, because it takes a lot of money and it hurts. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Those are our points, and I hope you will learn something, and I hope you have learned something. So stay tuned. Turn the bell notification on so that you don't miss the next update, and please subscribe. If you love this video, you can share so that another person can learn from it, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching.